What's up, guys? My name's Angel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So right behind me is my 87 Suzuki Samurai, which, as you all know, they come with a tiny little motor. They're pretty gutless. And with those 32s on it, I mean, it just slows it down even more. So you can change the gearing in the transfer case. You can change the gearing in the differentials to help you get some torque and acceleration out of the little 1.3. At the end of the day, I knew I wanted to boost it, so I did a bunch of research on like 2 or 3 videos, and I think they're from the same guy on YouTube. He installed like a My Side turbo kit. I forget who makes it, but they use a Harley Davidson carburetor that I guess is modified for boost, and you're able to push like 5 psi or so. The issue for me with that setup is that those 5 pounds of boost are kind of tunable, considering you're still on a carb setup and it's supposed to be on a motorcycle at the end of the day, so you can't ask too much out of it. But if I'm going to spend $2,000, $2,500 on a kit, I definitely want to push a little bit more than 5 pounds. And that's when I started doing more research and found out about these guys in Puerto Rico putting Honda parts on the stock 8 valves, the distributors, the harnesses, intakes, using like P28s, just chipped, and that way you're able to tune them. We went a little bit of a different route only because I didn't want a custom distributor if, something were to get wet or damaged or something like that when we're off-road. I just want to be able to simply just replace the distributor with another OEM part. That way we keep reliability. Guys, but enough yapping. We're going to go ahead and show you the parts. And after that, we'll be using these meta glasses to record us taking this apart and putting it back together with the new stuff. All right, so let's take a look at what we got so far. We have some intake components. We have the adapter, a couple gaskets, some sensors, the wiring harness here, which has already been made. We have a turbo header and some more gaskets. They're custom fuel rail injectors. We have an FT450 going in, and here's the bezel to mount it on the dash. So we're gonna get that 7. Start undoing stuff, man. Pretty much. Right on top of, it'll be all right. It's been through more water than that, that's for sure. So all the bolts are off, and it's moving the whole thing. So it's gonna take a little bit of persuading. There we go. See, this is what you got to do with stubborn hoses. The hose don't want to come off. There we go. Came right off. Look at that. Bye-bye carb. Looks a lot better. A lot better than that. That's for sure. Alright, so we got the intake off. Now we just have to scrape off the old gasket so we can put the new gasket on it. I'm also going to take off the fuel pump while I'm at it and install that that block off plate. So the first thing we're going to have to do is remove the factory studs, which should be about 4 of them, because the studs are coming out through here as of right now, and these coned out holes are for these bolts to go onto the head. So essentially this is how this would go on there. It would go on there like that. Over there is sitting nicely and flush, but we're going to have to remove one of these bolts, which is fine. I forgot what these bolts held, but I just put them in anyway, just in case I ever made a bracket for, I don't know, whatever reason. I just put the hardware back in, but I think it's a 14, and should be able to just pop them out, and I don't think they hold or leak anything. Yep, sweet. Just an NPC bolt, man. That's all it is. So put that there. Boom. Boom. We got the 4 studs pulled out. Don't forget to put your OEM gasket in between the spacer adapter and the head, and then you're going to have the Honda gasket in between the adapter and the manifold. I'm just going to use 2 of these bolts. Take off the fuel line. Then we can take out that fuel pump, remove that stud, and put that block off plate in. But didn't even need them. So we got the mechanical fuel pump off, we got the block off plate installed, but we still have a little bit of a gap because the intake ear is hitting on that bolt head right there. I don't know if you guys can tell. See that right there? So we're gonna have to, nice. We're gonna have to cut that ear off and then try it again. All right, so we got our Sawzall and we got our chewed up bent metal blade. We'll see what it does. Alright, the chewed up Sawzall blade didn't make it too far, so we're gonna give this a shot. I think it'll just, there you go, that works. Now we just gotta, you know, clean it up a little bit. Not the best cut. We're back with the it's pretty good to me. Let's give that a shot. Alright guys, so we went ahead and cut that ear off on the intake, grinded it down. That's what it looks like. But clears that bolt, still seals up. The intake off, this is it, upside down, so this will be facing forward. This is the spot we have to make some clearance for that tube. So possible, make that round, try to go, you know, about as high as that line right there, maybe a little bit more this way. I think that'll take care of most of it and try to widen it. All right, so as you guys can see, we're getting super close. Probably just one more run and it'll sit flush. Pretty good so far. A little bit of progress. We got the intake to sit flush now. I ended up smoothing the welds out a little bit, and pretty darn good fit for. Looks sick too. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I'm beat. It's like 1 in the morning. We got some progress done. Pretty happy with what we've gotten done so far. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. And yeah, wish me luck.